Today we'll be looking at three main brokers, Pepperstone, IG and CMC. We'll be comparing them side by side to see which is the better broker. We'll be looking at 6 main topics: the instruments you can trade, the platforms that are available, the account types including spread betting and algorithmic trading and which is better for that, and also fees. Let's get into it. When it comes to the actual instruments you can trade, there's a pretty clear winner here. IG has 16,000 instruments, CMC has 11,000 and Pepperstone has 2,700. Now, these are rough estimates. They go up and down all the time as brokers add new stocks and they add new currencies to trade. But generally what this means for you in your trading is that if you're looking to trade stocks and ETFs, IG is great for that. If you're looking to trade Forex miners and exotics, CMC is generally the best choice. We've actually done a full breakdown on CMC's minor and exotic pairs and how thorough they are on our Trading Brokers website. So if you head over there on the best TradingView brokers, you'll see that CMC actually appears for the most minor and exotic pairs out of all of them. And then Pepperstone has a very focused list of 2,700 instruments. So that's stocks and that's Forex CFDs. So generally, if you're looking for a broker who has it all, I would choose IG. If you're looking for a broker to trade kind of the most exotic pairs, so Singapore dollar, South African rand, or Singapore dollar, Japanese yen, then generally CMC is going to be the better broker for you. You're going to find more variety there. But if you're looking to trade the majors, then Pepperstone is probably the best place for you as well. And we'll get on to why Pepperstone may actually be the best broker out of them all. As we progress further in this video, you'll see the advantages that you have when you're trading on Pepperstone, the advantages of CMC and advantages of IG as well. So moving on to their platform offering, which broker offers the most platforms? Well, if you look at IG, they actually offer the most range of platforms, including L2 Dealer and Pro Realtime, which are their proprietary platforms. But for general retail trading, Pepperstone actually offers the most variety. They have cTrader, TradingView, their own Pepperstone platform, and they have MT4 and MT5. Now this is the whole range effectively. This is the gamut of trading platforms that you can offer. IG offers MT4, MT5, TradingView and their own web trader, as well as L2 Dealer and Pro Realtime, which we'll talk about in a second. CMC offers MT4, TradingView, and their next generation platform, and I guess you can kind of consider their Spectre platform as a new platform, but it's really a reworked version of their next generation platform. So what does that all mean? Well, in terms of you as a trader, you're going to need a platform that gives you everything. So I would choose something like a cTrader or a TradingView. If you're just getting started, it gives you the flexibility to trade as you normally would with the charting tools that are integrated. TradingView is the #1 charting platform in the UK and certainly around the world. You can trade there and you can do strategies. You can embed your own strategies that help you with algorithmic trading, and the same with cTrader. You can create cbots that actually trade for you. So Pepperstone actually offers both algorithmic trading platforms. They offer TradingView and they offer cTrader, which is a very good deal. When it comes to IG, they don't have cTrader, and so you can build what are called EAs on IG. So EAs are effectively automations within MT4 and MT5. You can also do the same within MT4 on CMC. You can also do it within MT4 and MT5 on Pepperstone. Now, algorithmic trading is only one part of this whole equation, but it is something to consider given the rise of ChatGPT and Claude. You can actually build your own automations. You're going to want a broker that gives you a platform to do that. So I would choose Pepperstone as the safe bet. If you're looking for algorithmic trading, I wouldn't choose something like a CMC or even an IG unless you're looking at IG's Pro Realtime platform, which actually does have a high degree of automation capability. So I would choose Pepperstone if you're just getting started. Have a look at IG and have a look at their Pro Realtime platform. It's actually very comprehensive as well. So this is a great platform if you want to do some automation work. And CMC is generally falling behind both of them. They offer MT4, next generation, and they don't really fit the bill for algorithmic trading. In terms of platform experience, there's a bit of a debate whether IG and CMC are better platforms. CMC has won potentially more awards, I think, than IG in this space. Next Generation is one of those platforms that is widely regarded as a great platform. It's slightly harder to use for beginners, so just be aware that there is a bit of a learning curve. For IG, their web trader is super simple. You can open it, click on the left-hand sidebar, and start trading within seconds. So it's very, very easy. And Pepperstone's own native platform is also super simple, very easy to use, and you can get started in minutes as well. So I'd recommend if you're a beginner starting out, you can look at IG or you can look at Pepperstone. If you're looking for I guess, a bit of a challenge or a more complicated method of trading, then I would look at CMC. But generally, you're going to be good with Pepperstone's proprietary platform or IG's proprietary platform. If you're a fan of kind of native proprietary platforms, those two are probably the best bet to get started. So in terms of account types, there are three main accounts that we kind of really want to look at with them. There's a standard account, which is generally a CFD trading account. There's a spread betting account, which is a tax-free way of trading in the UK. And there's a Razor or FxActive, or essentially a low-cost trading account that charges commissions instead of charging you the variable spread. So let's look at their standard account to start with. So the standard account is usually what's called a CFD trading account. This is subject to capital gains tax. Everything you trade on there, any profit that you make, will be subject to capital gains tax currently in 2026. That's the way that CFD trading accounts work. They're often called GIA accounts as well, general investment accounts. So you can start trading on there. Most people do, and they find it perfectly fine for their purposes, and they're happy to pay capital gains tax. In terms of the best broker for this, CMC actually provides very low spreads. So CMC provides 0.5 pip spreads as their lowest. Pepperstone and IG both provide around 0.6 pip spreads respectively. This means that CMC is actually slightly cheaper, but it does vary for different brokers and different spreads, and it's all very variable. But generally, you're going to find good spreads across all three. I wouldn't say that one broker is particularly better than the other. For standard accounts, pretty safe choosing any of those brokers for the standard account. And when it comes to the spread betting account, there is definitely a clear winner here. So Pepperstone is actually the best spread betting broker that we've come across, not only in terms of the amount of things that you can trade, but the fees that they charge are very, very low compared to the other brokers. So Pepperstone charges roughly 0.6, 0.7 pip spreads for spread betting. This means that Pepperstone is actually one of the lowest cost brokers when it comes to spread betting fees. And it's very, very cost effective when you're trading the minor and the major pairs. When I was trading both with CMC and IG and doing this research for this video, we found that CMC and IG did have competitive spreads, but generally they weren't as smooth or quick or as low fee as the Pepperstone account that we were trading with. So I'd recommend, if you're spread betting, look at Pepperstone. They're probably going to be the better broker for spread betting, either on high volume or at low cost. Pepperstone is probably the best spread betting broker out of these three. So moving on, we have the Razor spreads. So when we talk about Razor spreads or tight spreads or commission-based spreads, essentially what we're talking about is they don't charge you the spread cost. They actually just charge you a commission. Each way commission is called. So when you enter the trade, they charge you $2.50 or £2.25. So CMC will charge you £2.50. Pepperstone will charge you £2.25, and when you exit the trade, they charge you another £2.50 or £2.25 to close that trade. What that really means is you're getting a very good price on entry. It means that you're generally entered at the price that you see, so you don't have to worry or think about the actual spread cost eating into your profit up front. And this is really advantageous for people who are scalping or people trading on high volume and large account sizes, because they're effectively paying much cheaper than they would be paying if they paid variable spreads. So looking at this, we see both Pepperstone and CMC offer these account types. CMC's is called FxActive and Pepperstone's is called the Razor account. Most people have heard of the Razor account, but if you haven't, I would check that out, especially if you're trading on high volume. This is a very useful account, or if you're a scalper, this is a very useful account for you to be trading. And if we're comparing them side by side, Pepperstone naturally is cheaper at £2.25 compared to CMC's FxActive, which is charging you £2.50. So purely on a spread fee basis for these tight commission based accounts, Pepperstone is the better broker. Now, if you're sitting there wondering, well, what about IG? Essentially, they don't offer something for retail traders to get really good spreads, really tight spreads and start scalping, which is actually not great for such a well-renowned broker to not offer some product for scalpers or people on high volume accounts who may not qualify for that pro account type. So in summary, if we look at all three brokers, both CMC and Pepperstone have the most account variety. They have their spread betting, standard account, and their commission-based accounts. So they're probably the best brokers if you want to trade on different accounts like spread betting, Razor spreads, and CFD trading. You can't ignore the fact that they actually operate in their own platforms as well. So you have to think about, well, if I want to do algorithmic trading and I want to do it on a spread betting account, what is the best place for that? Well, the best place for that would be Pepperstone. If you want to do standard CFD trading and you want to trade stocks, then the best place might be IG. But essentially, if you're looking for the most variety, then Pepperstone offers the most amount of platforms and the most amount of account types in concert with CMC. So I'd say that Pepperstone, just for the pure variety of algorithmic spread betting on cTrader, for example, none of those other brokers can do that. So I'd recommend Pepperstone generally for its account type and platform combination. So let's look at the facts here. You have IG that has 16,000 instruments to trade. They do not offer a low cost commission based account for retail traders. They do offer it for pro traders, as we mentioned. So really IG is best if you are a non-professional trader looking for a standard CFD trading account and looking to trade primarily stocks. CMC is the best account if you're looking to trade Forex exotics and minor pairs on their next generation platform. You're not going to really be able to integrate with cTrader, and at the moment they don't have MT5, so you really have to like the next generation platform, TradingView or MT4, which is what they offer. So you're going to be trading Forex exotics, and you have a relatively wide range of things that you can also trade with CMC with 11,000 pairs. So you can also dip into stocks if you want, or ETFs. So CMC is generally an all-round good broker on their standard account if you're looking to trade Forex exotics or stocks. So Pepperstone is really a dedicated FX broker. If you're looking at automation, you're looking at spread betting, you're looking at having a high trading account size and want something that gives you cheap fees, but also allows you to trade professionally within any kind of trading environment you want. So their native platform, cTrader, TradingView, MT4, MT5, the list is kind of endless. So for the variety of different account types and the variety of different platforms, but a dedicated list of FX pairs at a low cost, then Pepperstone is probably your broker. If you're interested in finding out more about what we found in our research when we were looking at these three brokers side by side, we actually have the full article with the link in the description, so you can go through, see what we found and look at them yourself, or you can head over to tradingbrokers.co.uk where we have a full kind of breakdown of all of our brokers, the top brokers you can trade in the UK that are FCA regulated, and that provides you a good detailed understanding of where to get started. Thank you very much.